welcome to Petra Publications. It's been about 2 years since I did a library tour, and I just wanted to give an updated tour of the library. And before we dive into it, keep in mind that this video is not for bragging purposes. I just really enjoy watching these videos myself, and hopefully it's helpful to you in some way. And if it comes across as bragging or, look at how great these things that I own, just please click off the video. Don't watch it. It's not worth it. It's just for, I guess, inspirational purposes. I've watched so many of these myself, and it's so inspiring every time. And so it's not for bragging purposes. Most of this stuff was given to me and not something I purchased myself. And then secondly, I've just been extremely blessed by God and His grace these last couple of years to collect such a library. And so, praise be to God and all glory go to Him for this library. But let's go ahead and begin. So here's the first shelf that you see when you walk in. This is all reference books. They're commentaries and other things, and it's very loud outside my library here, so my apologies for all the noise. But so here we have, also before we dive in, all of this was given to me. I didn't buy any of these. This is my Greek stuff here. This is the complete biblical library. It was given to me by my grandfather. He didn't need it anymore, and so he handed it to me. It's a little bit more liberal, I think, than I would like to go, but it's still a wonderful reference to have, and I use it all the time. It's really great. So then down here we have The Treasury of David by Spurgeon. Here is the Tyndale New Testament commentary, also given to me. This was given to me for my birthday. This was given to me by my pastor. And then over here we have this New Bethany parallel commentary on the New Testament. This is Matthew Henry, Adam Clark, and Jameson Fawcett Brown. Here's a little, kind of a small, single-volume encyclopedia with just everything in it. It's got a lot of biographies, which I find very helpful, lots of history and whatnot, so that was given to me. And then Matthew Henry's commentary, of course, my absolute favorite commentary on my shelf, I think. Hope to read through that one day. I'd love to just do that. And then down here we have a record player. This is where I keep my my K-cups for the coffee maker, which is right here. Down here we have the Lockyer's All series, the entire thing, with a single volume Bible commentary there. This was given to me by a retiring pastor. And then down here we have Albert Barnes' notes. That's not the full thing, obviously, that's just a small part of it, but just a few volumes of that. And then here are some records for the record player. Up here I have some art that I did, one that I did when I was 4, and one that I did 3 years ago, The Lion and the Lamb, some other knickknacks here. So then on to the next shelf here, you will find this shelf. This is one of my favorites. These are systematic theologies. That's what this whole section is here. One of my favorite shelves, actually this might be the favorite shelf right here. You have the works of Robert Trail. All of this is Ryle here. More Ryle. William Gurnall, The Christian in Complete Armor. Sorry about the focus there. Highly recommend this book. And then The Complete Works of Augustus Toplady. As we go through, you'll notice that the theme of the library is cowboys and Indians. I even have a horseshoe up here. That's not for luck. It is for the aesthetic of having a horseshoe. And so, yeah, everything in here is cowboy and Indian themed and music themed and all of that. So I've got a pipe here and horses scattered about. This is my favorite one. It's made of pewter. Really cool. And coming down here, we have just some random theological works. The Practical Philosophy by Dabney, The Covenant of Grace by Matthew Henry, Thoughts on Public Prayer, Samuel Miller, The Confessions of St. Augustine, and then some of the Romans commentary by Martin Lloyd-Jones. Moving down here, this is really just random single-volume theological works. nothing really too exciting to point out there. And then down here we have animal encyclopedias and mostly birds. I love birds, so lots of bird books there. Oh yeah, and a cactus. That's my pet cactus. I don't believe in pet plants, but if I were to have one, that would be it. Over here we have some, Indian themed coins there, which I know is super offensive. Got the works of Andrew Fuller, some of the works of John Owen, some of the works of Dabney, half of the works of Bates, and then this is a true treasure right here. This is the works of John Witherspoon. So glad that I have these on my shelf. And then, of course, over here we have Warfield, just a few of his works, not the complete thing, and another really offensive Indian there. And then down here, this is another shelf that I'm super proud of. This is William Jay's works. This is the whole thing, less a few sermons that are not in print today. And then more horses, Spurgeon, all of this down is Spurgeon, lectures to my students, and then that's the Majesty and Misery. Down here we have my commentary, or I'm sorry, my dictionary, and that would be my thesaurus. Here's a painting of Noah's Ark. Just stick that up here. Oh yeah, more offensive Indian coins. So then here, this whole section here is biographies, whether auto or written about them, letters, journals, all of that kind of stuff. So hopefully this will be full. I'd like it to be full. It's just that I haven't been able to get it there yet. We're not there yet. And then down here we have, this is American history. Some cool volumes back there, just ones that I've picked up here and there. And then down here you have, this is an atlas here. Let's just move that out of the way. This is all English literature. And that goes down a good little ways in that shelf there, but all classics and whatnot. Oh yeah, and then up top here, I have pictures of me with animals, because I love animals. Birds, Lego birds. A clock that unfortunately does not work. I hope they one day get that working, but as of right now it doesn't. The Westminster Confession up there, and then also Ryle's autobiography. A Lego pet shop, again, love animals. Another little drawing that I did a couple years ago now, or last year or sometime. Over here, you will then find another horse, that's a leather one, along with boots and hat. This is something I made a few years ago. It's supposed to be like an Indian head dress thingy, but I think a couple dogs got a hold of it, and it doesn't look anywhere near like what it did. Over here, this is just a few things I've collected over the years. Hymnals, my Trinity hymnal goes right there, but I use it all the time, so there we go. Trinity hymnal, journals here, music. I'm a musician, so that's all music stuff. Down here, more music-related things. All of this is music. Down here, Bible translations, other reference books that I might want or need. On the table here, this is a rabbit fur, a little book stand there, and obviously my reader's set. This is a statue of the future me, we like to say. It's kind of a joke, but he has no shoes, he's got rips in his jeans, but he has books, so he's good to go. And then over here, this is where all of my work is done. It's a little bit messy today, but you know, some good things here. We have, this is just where all of the things I'm working on ends up somehow. And then over here, I love these. These are little bits of art that I have done over the last year or so. This one's of Ryle, obviously. This one is Matthew Everhard, and this one, oops, let me see if I can get that glare out of the way. This one is Spurgeon. So just a little touch there of theology, and then my diploma there. So yeah, this is the library. Some work is done over here. Little chair here. I put this light up here so I can read in the chair. More desk space if I need it. That's just a mess right now. And then over here you'll find just random books. This is like my section that I'm working on and going through and trying to get into the library over here. So then there's one section left that I don't have up here in my library. It's downstairs, so I will then now take you down there and show you that as well. And this is where the library tour will end. This is a case that was my grandmother's and is now mine. This is where I keep all of my antique volumes and things like that. So I have this is 13 volumes of 20 Centuries of Great Preaching. I've read a couple of these volumes. You know, it's pretty good. It's got some good stuff in there. Here's one that I'm particularly fond of. This is Mark Twain's works. This is 10 volumes of his that I was able to get. This is over 100 years old. They're all predating 1922, so pretty old. I have some of Hawthorne's works here that go back that way. One of Thackeray's. Here's a book that I intend to read at some point, Memories of Many Men and Many Lands. And then this is really cool. This is Lectures to My Students, the second series by Spurgeon. It's like an 1889 edition. So that one is really cool. Just another really old book here. And then these are Irving's works down here. This is a leather-bound edition of Life and Works of Garfield, President Garfield. This is a volume of John Wesley's. These are 1796 editions of William Romaine's works, volume 2 and 4. And then just some more old ones there. And so these are all on display here in this case because they're older and have some more value to them than others. That will conclude the library tour. Hopefully that was helpful or encouraging. I'd love to hear from you in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching. God bless.